Hello children, I have come back once again for the second year students of alternative English. Today I would like to discuss and give you the important questions of the topic The Watchman. This short story, very interesting story. Have you read it? Watchman, a vivid picture of a young girl who came into the park to commit suicide. And the girl had some problem in her life which is not problem at all. She thinks it is a problem. She had just passed class 10, wanted to study her continued study in class 2, but her admission was refused. Admission was not refused, but her stipend and scholarship was refused. She wanted to continue her study with the help of uh, she wanted to complete her education with the help of some stipend, but she was not entitled to get that. And her stepmother, who was interested to arrange her marriage. She did not want her to continue the study. And the girl had taken decision of her own that she would like to commit suicide. She did not like to live on somebody's charity. She came in the park when all the people are returning in the evening. She came down to the water to drown. And the watchman noticed it. He came and called her to come out. She kept a small suicidal note on the stairs of the pond. The watchman explained her to return to the family and be obedient to her mother. But the girl was adamant. She did not like to marry at that time. She wanted to study. This type of girls are very rare in the society. Anyway, the watchman shared his suffering and probably tried his best to explain her to go back. But the girl did not return. As a result, the watchman returned home. He left everything in her hand. Next morning he came to the park and saw there is nobody, no dead body is floating. Afterwards, he had already forgotten. After many years, means after a few years, one day the watchman saw a couple, happy couple, stopped at the gate of the park. They came down from their own car and they have got two small children. Immediately, the watchman recognized the girl, young girl, who once came there to commit suicide. And the watchman tried his best to make her understand to go back and not to take any drastic step to destroy her life. But when the watchman came forward to talk with the girl was clever enough. She turned her face. She did not greet the watchman. Her attitude and tendency was in such a way she has never seen the man and not known the man. This is the story of the watchman. In the story you must have read, the watchman was very serious. He was poor enough. He shared his suffering, but he did not take the bold step to commit suicide to destroy her life, his life. But here the young girl, was not listened to the watchman, but he stayed there and returned home and got married and led a happy life. But why was the girl sobbing? Let us the first question today. Why was the girl? Question number one. Answer is the girl was sobbing because her stepmother was torturing her. Her father took the side of stepmother. They did not allow her to study. As a result, the girl came in the park to commit suicide. She did not like to live on somebody's charity. Question number two. What was the workman's childhood like? What was the workman's childhood like? Answer. When the workman was a child, all his family members passed away. In an epidemic. He was turned out of his ancestral home through the trickery trickery of his father's kinsmen. Kinsmen. He wandered like an orphan. He wandered like an orphan. Suffering from hunger. And privation. The question is, what was the watchman's childhood like? Actually, life is not bed of roses. It is full of ups and downs. In Sanskrit, there is a word, the proverb, Chakravat parivartan te sukhani cha dukhani cha. Our life is full of like that, ups and downs. Similarly, the watchman's life was that. When the watchman was a child, all his family members passed away in an epidemic, natural calamity, epidemic. But luckily he was escaped. He was turned out of his ancestral home through the trickery of his father's kinsmen. The watchman had some Roman relatives. When all the members of his family died, passed away, they took the advantage. They drove him out of the house. They removed him from the right and property. Trickery. Kids and kids, the relatives, turned him down of his right and property. At the time, he wandered like an orphan, here and there, like a beggar, suffering from hunger and privation. He had no place to sleep. No one was there to look after him. This was the tremendous suffering of his life. He could not remember. Even then, did not take a bold step to take and to commit suicide. He shared this with the girl who came there for committing suicide. Next, question number 3. What did the husband say? Did the watchman say about his own miseries? Own miseries. The watchman not only had some problem and suffering in childhood, but he has some miseries. Even after his marriage, lot of problem and suffering he had to face. The watchman said that he had enough miseries. His wife bore him 8 children. Wife bore him 8 children. Only one daughter lives now. None of the others saw the 11th year. None of the others saw the 11th year. See the pathetic condition of the watchman here. His wife bore him 8 children. That means he became the father of 8 children. All died in young age. At the age of within 11. They could not see 11. Within 10, they have all died one after another. Only one daughter is still surviving. 8 children's father has got only one child now, one girl. They did not die at the time of birth, at the time of birth, up to 10 years. They have died one after another. How pathetic the life is. He is misery. Even then, he has not taken a bold step and run away from the bondage of family life. Question number 4. What was the watchman's opinion of misery? What was the watchman's opinion on miseries? On miseries. The answer. The watchman said that everyone had his own miseries. Everyone had his own miseries. If people try to kill themselves, for each one of them, they would have to drown many times. They would have to drown many times. See, though he is a poor watchman, but look at this discussion. The watchman said that Everyone has his own misery, but our miseries are not same. Different people have got different miseries. Different people have got different suffering, but we have to face them boldly. Each people try to kill themselves for each one of them. If a misery comes, we shall kill ourselves. If misery comes, we commit suicide. If misery comes, we run away. No, good people always face them boldly. They would have to drown many times, but not correct. William Shakespeare, world famous people, William Shakespeare has played in Julius Caesar, one of the most very good. I have still remember, cowards die many times before the death, but the valiant never taste of death but once. We have to hold our courage. We have to face the problem. We should not run away. We should not kill ourselves. We should not commit suicide. It is a suggestion and advice to all people. This is not my advice. It is the advice of the wise people. God has given us this life, this body, this strength, this power, this health to glorify Him, not to destroy. God has sent you, God has sent us in this vast universe to enjoy the beauty, to do the work. It is our duty to glorify Him, to praise Him, to thank Him. Am I wrong? Are you agree with it? See that such a poor watchman has given us a good lesson. People try to kill themselves for each one of them, but we should not. Everyone has his own misery. Misery will be there. Life is full of ups and downs. Life is not bed of roses. These are the common proverbs, you know it. Then why should we run away like the girls? The girl really came there to commit suicide. After listening this, she did not commit herself. She went home, got married, and became happy. Today's last question is question number 5. Why did the watchman leave behind the girl? Why did the watchman leave behind the girl? Do you think that she will die? This question has got two parts. The first part says, why did the watchman leave behind the girl? Because the watchman tried his best to make her understand to go back and not to commit suicide, but the girl did not listen to her. She was adamant. She was there in the park, did not come out of the park. So the watchman became irritated and left her on her fate. But as far as I know, the watchman could not sleep sound, could not have sound sleep at night. Because the next day she came and went to near the pond to see the dead body. Anyway, the last question and the last part Do you think that she will die? This is a separate question. It is up to you. Look at the answer. The girl was obstinate. Was obstinate. She did not look convinced. Did not look convinced. Even after Watchman's long persuasion. Even after Watchman's long persuasion. Persuasion. So the Watchman left her. To her fate. In a mood of irritation. Answer is, the girl was obstinate, did not listen him. She was not convinced by the watchman. Watchman spent a lot of time, a long discussion and long discussion with her. But she was obstinate, disobedient. So the watchman left her to her fate, luck, in a mood of irritation. If you were there in the place of watchman, what would you do? If I was there, what could I do? Think. Really, the watchman has done real things. Though he was illiterate, though he was very poor, he has explained and shared his own suffering. He had tried his best. Most probably the God listened, but did not show the agreement. Anyway, this is the problem. Thank you very much for watching this video. These are the important questions for your examination. Think you like it.